Good day, welcome to Hunny Walia shows. I'm your host Sonal Fool. In Hunny Walia shows, we don't only talk about the social issues, we don't talk about economics, we don't talk about the political issues. We also talk about how we are doing, what we are doing to promote our children in their progress, to motivate them in their innovations also. In the same series, we have today Alec Fool with us, who has started his own YouTube channel. He is making the YouTube channels and he's posting it. And on the same token, we have Umar Iqbal with us also, who will be talking about the cyber safety. So we are in this process. We are going to talk to Alec and Umar both. Alec, we are going to talk about what motivates him to start his own channel, what he's doing, what websites or what website he is using, what programs he is downloading. And Umar will be helping us to understand, as a parent, as a guardian, what we should be doing while motivating him, while supporting a child, as well as making sure information is not compromised. Hi Alec, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. Today I am good, and I am the one that started the YouTube channel.
So Alec, what motivated you to start your YouTube channel?
It's mostly my sister, but some of it is some of my favorite YouTubers.
So how did you start it? What programs you use? What website you use to go and create YouTube?
So basically, I don't use anything. There's a video recording on that's built into the computer.
So when you are building, you are just recording it. How you are posting it?
So when it gets sent to the file, I open YouTube, then I click on my videos, and then there's a button on the top that should say create, and then I click on that, and then I upload the video, and then it lets me do something that it's for adults or children. And I can set a date, or I can just post it today.
Thank you, Alec. Umar, my question to you now is, like, as we are talking to Alec, he is creating a program, he's creating a YouTube movies or channels which is getting posted also. As a parent, how we ensure the personal information is not getting compromised?
Well, posting online is very tricky word, right? So thing is, when kids are posting any information or sharing any videos, like as a parent, we make sure that they share those videos with us as well. We look at those videos or the content they are sharing. It will be a good idea for them to share with you before they share with the whole world. Right? When sharing information, try to not share your real name or date of birth or where you live or like some personal information like that. Right? And as a parent, we make sure that whatever videos they're sharing, those are appropriate content. So over here I can provide you example. There was a video that was shared by a kid, right? It triggered to the police services that as a child pornography, right? And police is investigating that. Now the bottom line is, kids were just making up a video by, like, they were inspired by other YouTubers or by TikTok people or by different apps, but that content was not appropriate. So if they shared the information with their parents and their parents looked at that video before, for sure that was going to save a lot of trouble for many people.
So Alec, did you hear what Uncle Umar said? Question for you: do you understand, or what you understand by age appropriate, or what is personal information is? Do you understand this concept, or do you have any questions on it?
I don't have any questions, but I do understand.
Could you tell us what you understand by that?
Is that some kids can't be watching, that's why YouTube has something made for adults and for kids. So you can choose that just in case your videos are inappropriate. But who would want to do that when there's literally 2-year-olds trying to watch your videos?
So Umar, like, as we are talking to Alec, right, like the age appropriate, how, like, while supporting them, while not like in a positive way, how we can make them understand what is age appropriate and the importance of personal information?
Well, example of YouTube, just like Eric mentioned. So they do have different channels like YouTube for Kids. And if YouTube for Kids is a total different platform that is they put together for kids, and there are different age levels, and as a parent you can authenticate and you can control all that. So if it's for kids, like Eric mentioned, it's for like for 2 years or 3 years old kids, then make sure as a parent that we are using YouTube for Kids, not like a regular YouTube where there is lot other content available. And just to add, like there are always two sides of any coin. There is good and there is bad, right? So for sure, as a parent or as a guardian, we should guide our kids to focus on the positive side where they can watch, have fun, and learn something good.
So Alec, now you are about 10 years old, you will be turning 11 soon. How do you ensure the programs you are using is age appropriate?
Is because I always look at my videos if they're appropriate. If they're not appropriate, I have to take it again. Or if they keep on being inappropriate, I'll just go on to a different one.
And what you mean by appropriate, could you define us in your own language or in your terminology why you think this is appropriate and why you think this is not appropriate?
So basically, in every video that's not appropriate for kids, they normally have in their titles is 13 plus, 18 plus, or 10 or under.
So Umar, now we see, as we are talking to Alec, there are YouTubes, they are, and they are floating or they are there, who has a 6 plus, 13 plus, 14 plus, 18 plus. They are age appropriate, right? But then you still have to take a decision you're going to watch or not. Like you can simply go there and say, yeah, yes, and then you go there, right?
Correct.
As a parent, when we put a parental control on Wi-Fi, I know we can do it on TV channels, but can you do it on YouTube's also?
As long as you're using YouTube for Kids, there are some parents control available there, but that is only on YouTube for Kids at the moment.
So if we are, and then as a parent, can we ensure the child or the children or the child at home is only using a kids for YouTube, and when they are on a Wi-Fi they do not have access to other one? Can it be controlled?
Yes, so that can be controlled. There, like example is Apple products, like if they're using something, so there are some parents controls available there where you can download any of the applications for them, right? Make sure you have the password and you are downloading for them. They cannot do it by themselves. And then if whatever they're watching, you can keep an eye on that, right? And like example, if you're having just YouTube for Kids downloaded, then that is good enough for the kids up to like 8-10 years of age, right? So, and from that Apple products, you can also control many other things, which applications they can use, how long they can watch those videos or play the games, etc. But like as at Android and some other products, it's a little bit different way. You have to buy application and pay to that application to have the parent control. So that is a little bit tough and complex. But if you're using Apple products, they have something like built-in parent control features.
Alec, do you when you are creating a movies or you are creating a YouTube and posting on a YouTube channels, how much personal information you are disclosing or they are asking?
There's also parenting control on YouTube. If on YouTube, and it's only on the computer. If you go on YouTube and you click on a channel, it will say do not show this channel or do not recommend.
That's good. That's good. Thank you for sharing this, Alec. And what about the personal information? What you understand by personal information?
If people get personal information, then they can track you down and probably take some of your money.
That's good. So Omar, like as a parent, is any program, like is it just a curiosity question? And it's better to be safe than sorry. Is there any program available where we can put or enroll our children because they are using so much IT, they are using Wi-Fi, even the classes were online, they're doing their homework online. Is there any program in place where we can enroll children so they don't get vulnerable, they don't share, and they don't understand the information, what they should be doing and what they should not be doing?
Yes, so there are different resources available. The very first resource is always the parents, right? So as a parent, we need to share and we need to educate our kids that what information they should provide to others and what information they should not provide, right? Example is date of birth. Like never tell your real date of birth to any online forum, because that is available online, right? Anybody can misuse that. Your name, try to keep names which are generic, or try to use Hello Kitty names or stuff like that, right? So which are like nobody can like by using that nobody know about you. But in terms of other resources, there are some good courses available free of cost at like I will give you a couple examples. Khan Academy is one of the resources out of it's a US based company, and they have some good courses available for kids to learn about like internet usage, etc. The other one is like in Canada it's called Shah Academy. They have some like free resources as well for kids that kids can take those courses and learn and utilize that knowledge in their day-to-day working.
In last, what message, what you would like to tell the young generation, the kids same your age group, and they want to create something, what message you would like to give it to them?
It's best to inspire your kids to do it. If they don't want to, then don't force them. But if they do want to, just inspire them so they can keep on going.
Thank you, Alec. You're watching Hunny Walia shows and your host Sonal Fool. Today we have Alec Fool with us and we have Umar Iqbal with us. We are talking about the IT, we are talking about the cyber safety, we are talking about the cyber security, children's involving. We are motivating them, we are inspiring them, we are helping them to prosper what innovations they are bringing in the IT. But on the same token, we are also talking to Umar Iqbal to tell us about the hacking, how we keep our personal information safe, how we keep our children safe from the hackers, from the cybersecurity point of view. So Omar, like now you see, we talked to Alec, he was using different programs, he was doing Minecraft games, he was doing the KBH programs, and he was playing online games. So how do we ensure the children have the information and they are protected from the hackers, so they are not downloading anything which is not required?
Well, as a parent, I think we should learn about the stuff before, right? So like what is appropriate, what is not appropriate, what information we as a parent should share like online, right? And what information we should avoid sharing. I will give you different scenarios and different examples, right? So when I'm creating an account for my 10-year-old kid, I will not share my personal information like my real date of birth or my real name or my real address, etc., right? So I can totally provide the fictitious address, different date of birth, right? That is not mine, of course, right? So that nobody can trace me. On the other end, when like any company is asking you information or any online website, they ask you to put some kind of security on it, right? So example is Facebook, a lot of people use that. Example is Google application, no, there are hundreds of them, right? So there is something called two-factor authentication that really can help us from a lot of trouble. So if we activate it, nobody can reset our password or log in without a code that we receive on our cell phone. At that, like that is active for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, depend on the application, it's different. So we should totally start using two-factor authentication, so that will save us from lot of trouble. And the second part of your question was that how we can make sure that kids know what information they should share, etc., right? So it's always a good idea if your kid is 10, 12 years of age, like educate them that if a website is asking you to sign up, so they ask your help so that you make sure all the things are right instead of they start providing the information. And the other thing is about passwords, right? So normally our passwords are like admin 1 2 3 or our name 1 2 3 4, like such a easy one, right? So we should start creating some complex passwords that it's hard for the people to judge, and as a person it's easy for us to remember. So I hope that provided you some information.
Thank you, Omar. I really appreciate. So as a parent, if I understood what Omar is saying, we should have two separate accounts for personally for us, and if we have a child who is involved too much or watching IT, using his homework, doing online classes or creating a YouTube, we should have a separate password for them. We should have a separate account from them with the dual security. So anytime when they are going on the channel, when they are logging in, we are getting a code on our phone and we are verifying and ensuring what they are watching is good, is age appropriate, and no information is disclosed. As a parent, it's our responsibility also. We have to take ownership of our children's safety. Umar, as a IT person, as a cybersecurity person, what message you would like to give to the parents or the guardians while motivating how we can keep our children safe?
Well, as a parent, it is our responsibility to educate our kids and take the responsibility for the kids and make sure that we educate them enough. First we learn ourselves and then educate them enough about what changes are going on in the world. And when talking with the kids, it's always a good idea to first listen to them, what they are trying to say, then make points out of that conversation and then explore those points. There are always some new learnings when I talk to kids, like some information I don't know of, right? But there are some points that is where I can always able to help kids going to the positive direction.
You're watching Hunny Walia shows. I'm your host Sonal Phul. As you notice, we not only talk about economics, political, social issues, we also inspire young generation also, who are our future. So if you have any children in your circle, you know any child who is doing something different, who has motivated and started his own innovation, who has started something different, to inspire them, motivate them, we welcome them to our shows. Please feel free to contact us and we will have you on our shows. Thank you. Stay safe, stay happy, enjoy summer. I'm your host Sonal Phul from Hunny Walia shows.